Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Company Heroes 1 replay. So on the north side with a whole bunch of Kettengrads, we have Sky is the Limit, doing some sort of 24-hour stream. So on the south side versus British forces, we have MagicalAnimeGirl. The extra Kettengrads actually do make sense. When you get British forces, you can quickly capture much of the map if you go for a lot of Kettengrads. Isn't some sort of thing where you go for Shimwagons and get out like Kodachrome and start laying Cindy traps everywhere, which are amusing replays to watch. Let's see now. We've got Bren Carrier into pack on up, using a single scope rifle squad to capture up sectors. So the Panzer players are going to capture up much of the map very, very quickly. Capturing the left flank of the map. Let's see now. A fourth Kettengrad, or nope, that's just the third Kettengrad into a Panzer Grenadier. Bren Carrier has been deployed on out, capturing this fuel point. He may be eyeing to set on up on this fuel point. If he's going to capture this munitions point there, then he would have gone to that first. Going for this cutoff point there, not capture this munitions point. Looks like the Panzer League player, he's going heavy on the fuel point, so I think he's eyeing to rush out the Panzer Jaeger command. I don't think he's going to rush out Panzer Support Command to Panzer Force Cs, but I think he's going to rush out Panzer Jaeger Command to get out some 222s. Bren Carrier is now mounting on up. He's of course going to be setting up on that fuel point. And we do now have a doctor selection of the Luftwaffe ground forces, as he does camouflage away. Scope Rifle Squad, of course, doesn't have improved spotting radius, but the Kettengrad will camouflage away. British HQ has deployed up on this fuel point. Very good. Going for another intersection. Scope Rifle Squad eyeing for this munitions point. He has no munitions income, of course. Now be eyeing for this fuel point. Bren Carrier now trying to respond to this region. As in my game's getting hit by some lag spikes. Not sure what's going on there. Bren Carrier not getting a lot of pens there, honestly. You should be able to capture the fuel point. Down south, we do have this Kettengrad now receiving fire from the Vickers emplacement, so he's going to just back off away to get better angle. He does capture the fuel point now. Does get a button and camouflage at the same time, so got lucky timing there.
Oi, listen up, gents.
Let's see now. He's gone for Camp Grove Company in the Panzer Command, so we're going to see some 222s.
Where to, gents?
Intersection does mount up inside the Bren Carrier.
Ready for action, ready for orders.
He hasn't seen a single Panzer Grenadier, has he? If the British player knows what opponent's going for, nothing he can really do to prepare for that. He's still pretty far away from... Doesn't he have a lieutenant? Oh, no, he does have a lieutenant on the field. He needs to get out PF staff as soon as possible, or somehow get 2 command points deployed out a Churchill at the current rate. Because right now the field control's absurd. And does even bully around and decapture that field point. How nasty. Capture this munitions point now. Lieutenant has captured that cutoff point. This point has been captured on up. Let's see, that's the 2, isn't it? Oh, wait. Panzer Jaeger Command? Is he going for a Marauder Rush? A Martyr Rush into the HQ? Is that even a thing? Am I stupid even thinking that's a thing?
I've secured the objective.
Jaeger Command is now available to aid our worthy
The
cause.
Jaeger Command's now available. Let's get the Jaeger Command selected. The intersection over here does fall back, and the Kettengrad will quickly recapture the fuel point. This kind of grad is moving around. Got the Scoper squad trying to capture this VP. The Panzer player does have one VP captured. The one that should be safe for the Brits, but it's not because of positioning. We do now have multiple STG squads out on the field as well.
We're losing a fuel depot to the enemy.
Nothing being part of the Panzer Jaeger command. STGs are now also here as well. Let's get force some back. Going for this munitions point, or maybe not. He's dying for this garrison. As my game starts hitting some lag spikes. And we do have a mortar being put on the field. Interesting. Try and engage this scope rifle squad. Let's get back inside the garrison there. Trying to try and hold the line. Do we see HQ command truck being deployed on the field? Or the infantry support truck, I should say. This SCG squad does get forced back. The heavy assault grenadiers are still inside this garrison, firing shots against everything. Mortar should soon be available. After getting the mortar out, he probably should I-222. He does have the field support truck. He's making good time with the fuel, so he's trying to go the captain into a steward as soon as possible. Leningrads are still everywhere. They can spot for the mortar, that's for sure. And here's the mortar. He does spot the field support truck there. Rushing this down would be better than the HQ command truck. And that's the captain, not a sapper, not a steward. So the mortar may be impugned. This is chaotic, but then they mastered it and understood everything. Why did you... I didn't ban you. It may have been automatically censored. I did not ban you. Yeah, I don't see any notification that you did say that. I did not say anything. I did not ban anybody. I have nobody banned barring the spam bots. Leningrad advancing forward, trying to get some good damage here. A bit of fire. And here comes the mortar, getting some good hits there. Trying to go for a steward. Oh, sorry. I think you have a good idea why then. Yep, that distraction there. He shouldn't have got distraction there. The steward's almost deployed on the field. He needs to hit the field support truck. And does take out the field support truck now. And that may be game. We do now have 2-2 out in the field. Whoops. Mini-map sometimes goes crazy. And there's nothing you really can do against 2-2 other than mass Bren guns and try to go for a mass button. There goes the Bren carrier. Do now have the, oh yeah, I just saw the board at Stronger Co. Sorry about that. I'm a little bit dyslexic when it comes to reading stuff. I tend to read every other word. And only they're my favorite. And somehow the HQ command truck balances a mortar around. We have another field support truck being put on field. Oh, did he get a... He actually did get an engineer out in the field. Does get some Piets out, which is very important, so that does buy the Brits some breathing room. We got the Leningrad receiving a bit of fire now. Does get inside the slit trench there. That will help hold the line. Mortar, however, does have some pretty good range. He also went for lift off ground forces, so he gets some good camouflage spotting, but that also means he can't get thing contra for repairs for the mortar. The command truck has been pulled on the field. Good Thusgar could advance forward and maybe... No, with field support truck now on the field, it's not a good idea to suicide in the 2-2s to get off that Panther truck squad. If the field support command truck was not alive on the field, then it would be a good idea to suicide that Piet squad. Mortar has been repaired. Does spot the field support command truck there again. Or at least had a good idea that this one redeployed that. Because where else would he deploy it? 2-2's advancing forward. The field support command truck should be in the same sector as the HQ to keep it protected,
sector under
so we can
attack.
use the PS to protect both those structures. He is trying to engage that martyr now, and the 2-2s do charge forward, forcing back the Piet squad. Got another
forward sectors.
sapper squad to go on the field, like they're trying to upgrade it with the Piets. And now we do have this sapper squad, needs reinforcements, almost gets wiped out, does drop a Piet. Field support command truck, receiving more mortar fire, and likely will go down before it gets out a Stewart.
German forces are trying to overrun one of our destroyed.
Another squad is not being upgraded with a Piet, does lose from the 2-2s. Getting out some of these MG emplacements. This martyr needs to fall back. They do have a Fortune Meter squad there, throws out a Cine Grenade, forcing back the intersection.
German forces are trying to take a petrol sector.
Martyr 3, receiving a bit of fire from the base MG. It can do some chip damage. Do now have another field support truck deployed on the field. Now the Category going around catching some sectors. Oceanagers had not good at the MG42s, but the garrison, the Slit Trench, probably be a better fighting position than that garrison there.
The chaps have captured the target. The blocks are ready.
Water has received a bit of fire there. Does hit the base MG. The Brit does have 2 command points, and he's approaching section manpower. Hear me out. Royal Engineers into Churchill. That's the only way I can see him really getting back in this game. But Churchill could bail him out of his current situation. Doing Incendiary Grenades there onto the Slit Trench, getting some great damage there, and now the officer is sitting in those Incendiary Grenades, getting burned alive. SG's Advance Forward does lose the captain, making it harder for him to defend this region. And has 1 command point currently. Martyr now taking out the other MG. He is really not happy with that.
Leave him. Go ahead.
Fortune Maker's advancing forward does fall back now. He does take out this MG emplacement as well. He does actually get the field support truck now, more of a safer location, protected with Piets.
We are losing a sector.
Tank destroyer awaiting further orders. Our unit is lost. Cut the post. Keep them.
Section now receiving a bit of fire there. We've got these forces trying to throw some Piets into the Martyr. Looks like at least one of them hit. Trying to go for a casualty clearing station. You got a double capture in favor of the Panzer players as well. Sappers advancing forward, trying to engage the 2-2. We do have the left in here. Does have Pressure 2-1, so he can use a heroic charge. And now we've got Luftwaffe ground force available. Black Irvings, maybe to protect the VPs? Stupid idea, but this one a few times may be useful. And does spoil a second Martyr. Interesting. He gets fire. Does dodge it there with the 2-2. Fires one more shot there, rolls a miss.
Must protect our munitions from enemy advances.
And gradually capturing that point, and now the Martyrs are sieging down the field support truck. And with the SDGs in this region, can't really retreat back in this region because it's going to get overran. Does go and pack up the HQ command truck.
Luftwaffe ground forces have arrived and are now available for assignment.
And now the Fortune Jaeger's receiving some fire, and he is not happy.
The enemy once more.
And now German castle. And that's going to be the end of the replay. This is Great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.